I don't know. After hearing him calm and talking about the tether story, it's probable.
Let's go down to the county attorney's office. I think you'll find a lot of humans down there.
All right.
No disrespect.
Stop driving.
I'm flirting with the judge in front of my dad.
Patient. What's on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. As happy as you can be on a Monday. Here, let's do this. All right, there we go. That's better. How's everyone doing? Fred, Nancy, Phil, Leanne. Who else? I saw Sashina, Beverly. If I'm repeating your names, Walter, somebody else. I said Nancy. I got everybody. Hello. Nah, I'm taking Mike's thing. All right. Got some good ones. And my internet's already showing bad signal. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Not muted. All right. Got some good ones. Start off with Judge Perkins, where this defendant says some things Perkins doesn't believe. So let's get into it. Got a bunch tonight. I think I have a total of 5 clips. None of them are really that long. I think the longest one might be 10 minutes, but five good ones. 5 good ones. All right. But before I get into it, you know what to do. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It's right underneath the video. It's real easy. There's little buttons. Do your jump kick backflip. Sorry, I'm tired tonight. I almost didn't do a video, but I'm sleepy. Just feel a little rundown. So like and subscribe, do your jump kick backflips, and if you would like to, my link tree is down in the description. Please and thank you. It's always appreciated. Let's go.
Mr. Bailey, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel in the breakout room. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Judge, he wants to waive his rights at this time and take advantage of the offer.
All right. Can you raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Do you understand you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Warbling went over your other advice and rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
I'm going to say this too. Mr. Warbling, I don't believe your client is being forthright with me about having valid insurance. Your client has sent me a document in the email address, and I specifically I looked at the document, and it's a screenshot of his payment plan. He keeps on telling me that he had valid insurance, and he used this document to make me try and believe that. When I ask him a simple task, don't raise your hand now. When I ask him a simple task of going onto the Geico website, who he claims he has insurance through, and being able to send me the valid documentation. I think we've all done it before. You go on your, and I've had plenty of different kinds of insurance, and every single solitary one of them, including Geico, it allows you to go on there and send the proof of documentation to whoever you want to email it to, or fax, or anything. And I asked him to do that, and he's now turning around telling me that he just wants to get it over with because he wants to, he doesn't feel like he has time to do that. So I just wanted to make that for the record clear that I don't believe him. And I almost shouldn't be taking this off. Now say what you had to say, Mr. Bailey.
That was the document I got out of my email. I have more documents in my email if you would like me to send them to you. I have to go to work. The reason why I said that I was going to be busy because I have to go to work in less than 30 minutes. I have been in this call since 8:20, and that's the reason why I've said that. That was the reason why.
Show me the valid insurance then.
Let me see that. Oh my God, I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm gonna send you every email that I have.
No, I don't care. I don't want to see every email. I want to see an email that says from Geico, like I told you to send it straight from Geico that your insurance is valid.
Okay, let me look. Okay, now I'm about to go on Geico website, and I hope I'm not late for work, man. But I'm about to go on this website and do all of this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm about to be late for work. Let me just go on the Geico. Can I please just go on Geico website and try to bring it up? I'm sorry.
Yes.
All right, I think, yep, I fast forwarded. All right, I'm going to try to keep my camera on as long as I can, but every time I see the internet connection dip, I turn it off. But yeah, so this guy sent him his payment plan for his insurance. That's not the same as a proof of insurance. That just tells you what you owe every month. If you don't pay it, the payment plan is still there. Just, you can still lapse your coverage. And that's what this guy sent Judge Perkins. It gets better. It gets better. All right. Let's go. Hi, Debbie. Welcome, Sarah. This is also about 10, probably at least 10 minutes later that he's
I can't screenshot the documents. I'm looking for their phone number right now. As soon as I get their phone number, I promise you I'm going to call them. Right, while we're on this call, I'm going to call them and have them send it over. Just give me a couple more minutes.
Here it is. I told you I don't believe you. Okay, so I've already come to that. You say you have insurance. Don't interrupt me.
Are we back on, Your Honor, or no?
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Bailey. You indicated that you had insurance. You're sophisticated enough to send me a screenshot from Geico showing you your payment schedule. I told you I needed to see some documentation saying with your expiration date that payment schedule doesn't mean that you paid. You have got this from Geico. Obviously, I trust that it's from Geico, but I don't see. So if you can send me that and you have it, you don't need to call Geico. You should have the email address. You should be able to sign online to Geico. I've had Geico insurance before, so you should have a sign in and everything if you have Geico insurance. It should be very simple. And how old are you?
I am 33 years old, but I can't screenshot the actual thing.
I didn't ask you to screenshot it for me. I asked you to go on Geico's website. Geico, if you go on Geico, did you go on Geico's website?
Yes, that's what I was actually on, Geico's website.
Okay, if you go on Geico's website, you should be able to go to proof ID, a proof of insurance and cards, and then when you hit that, it'll ask you, where do you want to send this to?
No, not on here on this Geico website. I'm sorry.
So you got different Geico website. You must have some Geico website from China. Or I told you don't interrupt me. So you must have some Geico from another country or something there, right? Your Geico is different than everybody else's Geico, right?
Listen, my mom is sitting right here. She can tell you I'm on the Geico website. I'm literally on the Geico website where it says, it literally say, hello, D'Angelo, it's nice to see you again. How can I help you? How can we help you? It's what it says.
You don't see a thing on there that says of ID cards?
It says right here, it says view coverage, access claim, proof of insurance. When I press proof of insurance, it brings me back into this same exact screen that I recently cannot screenshot. And that's the dilemma I was saying, that I couldn't screenshot that part.
I don't know why you interject your mom into this, sir. Your mom has nothing to do with this.
I'm not. I just don't want you to think that I'm sitting here lying to you. That's what I don't want you to believe.
I've already thought that. I've thought that. So the only way you're gonna be able to change my mind is send me valid, and I wish that you would change my mind. But we're sitting here and you're claiming that you gotta go to work and you've been on your hours, and you're sitting here and it's one little task that you can do that I guarantee you that I can almost guarantee you don't have insurance. So you can come back tomorrow, or you can go ahead and take the improper plate, $240.
Okay.
But when you do that, you're gonna have to admit to not having insurance.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Which I'm sitting here trying to figure out, if somebody has valid insurance, why would they want to pay $240 if all they have to do is show the documentation?
It's because I was trying not to actually get this far and make the judge mad when I know I have to be to work. I'm sorry. I apologize. I have been trying to get it. That's what I've been trying to do. I'm sorry. If you don't believe me, I will apologize.
Mr. Bailey, your game is so lame.
Okay.
Your game is so lame.
I mean, okay, I'm sorry.
It's just super lame, dude. Super lame. Mr. Bailey, it's super lame.
I mean,
let's do this. Is your client going to be able to admit to not having insurance, Mr. Warbling?
I mean, Judge, now I don't know if I can.
I mean,
I don't want to set him up for any liability.
I want to get him to work, and I want to get my staff to lunch. Everybody's ready to go. He's the last person. Is he gonna be, if he can admit to not having insurance on that day, even if it's on that date, then we'll let him take the deal, fine him $240. If he wants to come back tomorrow on his regular date, 12/12, he can do it all over again. Maybe he goes and pays that bill tonight and saves himself a couple extra dollars.
What do you want to do, Mr. Bailey? Do you want to come back tomorrow?
No.
All right, then you're prepared to state that.
Yes.
Okay, well, we'll move forward, Judge.
All right, so let me draw your attention. We already swore him in. Let me draw your attention back to November the 27th, 2020, at around 4:41 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Chicago Street and Auburn Street, sir. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did that officer ask you to produce valid insurance for that vehicle?
Yes.
You could not do so, could you?
No.
Why is that?
Because it was the middle of the pandemic in 2020.
Oh, God. Oh,
everything was closed. Everything was closed.
In the middle of the pandemic, I could pay my insurance on my car. And I did pay my insurance on my car.
Everything was closed in the middle of the pandemic. I couldn't re-register my car. I couldn't pay the insurance. I couldn't do any of that. I was working at the Cheesecake Factory for 4 years. We got laid off. I didn't have money.
Are you telling me that, sir, because you couldn't afford to do it?
I didn't have no money. It was the middle of the pandemic.
Right.
Everything was closed.
I can accept that. But I wasn't going to accept the fact that you couldn't put insurance on the car because of the pandemic, because they certainly took my money during the pandemic.
No, they took our job at the Cheesecake Factory. They laid everybody off.
Very well. He pled, I'm going to find you guilty of the amended count of improper plate, which stipulates the proper cause will dismiss the other matter.
So stipulated, Judge.
All right, Mr. Bailey, $240, when can you pay it? I'll waive the warrant fees.
Can I have 30 days to pay it, please?
Yes, I'll give you until January the 11th, 2024 at 8:25. If you pay it, I'll dismiss the case. If there's nothing further, sir, I wish you a safe and happy holiday season and tell your mom that as well. Safe and happy holiday season.
Okay, happy holiday to you guys too. Thank you.
That was fun. I love how no one believes this guy has insurance. But it was the pandemic. Paying a $240 ticket for not having insurance instead of just buying insurance. All right. Next case. Next, we're going to Judge Washington. This one's fun too. This guy also has a little bit of attitude. Speaking of which, but let me do this. Whose courthouse? I took away all the identifying markers. Kind of looks like I don't know. Kind of looks like a high school or a middle school to me. But whose courthouse is behind me? Who knows? Who knows? I had to look for this picture because all the pictures that I found were very easy to tell. You could tell who it was. But this is a courthouse, and there is a judge that you all know who works in this courthouse. And it's not Judge Washington. I know I said speaking of which, but it's not her. I'll give you that tip. All right, let's go.
Court will call the matter of the state of Michigan versus Kevin Stevenson, case number 23 FB 1039.
Rachel McDuffie for the people.
This should be a PD case. Mr. Stevenson is in custody at this point on his violation of his probation for a contempt proceeding, and he apparently has a new charge.
Assistant Public Defender Soundway on behalf of Kevin Stevenson. Unfortunately, Your Honor, we have not had the chance to speak with Mr. Stevenson. We did not have him down for today.
So he, it got set over from Friday, I think it was, when he got arraigned.
Okay.
I've been here 2 weeks.
I understand you may have been there 2 weeks, sir, but you got arraigned on Friday.
Yeah. Can I just finish my time? Will it save the court some issues?
Well, the problem is we have a huge discrepancy in what you think your time is versus what we have noted here as your time.
They told me 90 days.
Credit, sir, is what we're referring to.
Huh?
How much credit you have is the discrepancy.
45 days, I was told, but the 2 weeks I've been here.
That's not what we have. Probation is indicating you have 12 days credit.
I don't have 12 days credit. That's impossible. When I was in jail for 8 months. The charges start when I get the charge, right? My time starts when I get the charge.
Your original case was dismissed. He got 42 days credit initially, so he definitely has more than 12 days.
Yes.
So he has 42 plus whatever additional time he has, and it sounds like maybe that's the 12 days. So he would have a total of 64 days.
Well, I would like to take my time and just finish it out here, please.
Well, you can't take your time without admitting to the violation.
I admit.
Let me finish talking, please, sir. The new violation is a criminal matter. So if you admit to this, then you'd be admitting to the criminal matter.
Criminal matter of what? The
RNO, I believe it is.
I did it on camera already. I mean, it's.
Yana, can we put this out for a week?
Sure. No, I would not like to do that. I would like to just do this now, please.
You don't get to decide that, sir.
If you're going to do your time, then is a week okay?
I only do 2 weeks and I'll bond out. That's fine with me. Nobody's come to see me before. I don't expect somebody to come see me now. So I'd rather just do this now and I can bond out and figure it out later.
Well, you don't get to decide that, Mr. Stevenson.
Of course not.
Your Honor, however we proceed, I just wanted to state for the record that what we're seeing now is the reason Mr. Stevenson, when he was arraigned on this violation, he indicated the same to the court and stated that we have him on 24 months probation when it's only a 93-day offense. But the reason for that is what we see is the fact that Mr. Stevenson is in the cycle of obviously having new offenses coming in and feeling like he's running, things and knows best for himself, but he keeps ending up back here. So there's a reason that he was on that long-term probation in the attempt to address these issues. He was in classes. Yeah.
I understand.
Okay.
This matter is adjourned to December 18th, 2024, 11 a.m.
They need to warrant the day after I get out of jail. Why wouldn't I want to do this?
That always works, right? Talking to the judge as you're walking away, that always works. You always get your point across. Hey, Bruce, good to see you as well. All right, now we're headed to Debbie's favorite judge, Judge Stevens. It's a good one. It's a good one. I promise, Debbie. And yeah, so let's liked and subscribed already. Please do so. If you haven't done your cardio for the day already, do your jump, kick, backflips. And if you'd like to donate, link tree's in the description. Let's go to Judge Stevens.
Oh, I'm looking.
Okay, that's what.
Smith.
Let's see how it's going to work out for him, Heineken.
Steve Martin.
That's you? Yes, sir. 19-31467 is called. The state of Texas versus Steve Martin. And this is a motion to revoke probation? Yes, sir. Is there any restitution?
No, Your Honor.
No, good. Sometimes there is some of these. All right. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of the indictment of the motion to revoke probation? Can we proceed in summary? Yes, sir. The defendant is present with his attorney, Mr. Adams, and you're on probation, sir, correct? So your probation officer is here with us, and we're going to ask. You had to change probation officers because Jeannie LeBlanc was originally there, right? She retired recently. In summary, this motion to revoke probation alleges that on January 31st of last year, in this court, you were sentenced to 2 years in the state jail, suspended for 5 years regular probation for the state jail felony of burglary of a building. Is that true? Allegation 1 states you failed to report to the Orange County Community Probation. I guess there was courtesy supervision granted. We were trying to help you. You failed to report on February 1st, March 25th, and February 23rd of 2022. Was he an absconder?
Yes, sir. I was actually assigned this case in Orange County, and I went out to his house several times and could never even get in contact with him.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You're placed on probation January 31st of 2022. So you pretty much quickly abscond from reporting? Yes. But whatever you say, okay. Keep in mind, I don't have to take any deal in front of me. Okay, is there a deal?
No, we're going to you.
Maybe not. Yeah, I may just say no thanks. I'm going to hear what he has to say, but this reflects that you absconded from the beginning.
He has an explanation for that, Judge.
Yeah. For 2 years? For 2 years, AWOL. I want to hear an explanation. But how many times does it show the defendant reported? Right out of the box, he left. When was he ever arrested?
Just recently.
Just recently. So, I mean, we're talking about 2 years from the beginning? Okay.
I think the explanation.
I love to hear this explanation because this court sets a standard. When you're on probation, which is a gift, you should honor it as a gift. Treat it like a gift, not throw it in our face.
Judge, as far as,
So
he's pleading true.
It's Michael Clark Duncan as the attorney, right? I'm guessing that's who you're saying you like the voice of. He just has that really super deep voice. And he's a big guy. And he's bald. If Michael Clark Duncan wasn't no longer with us, I would make the case for that. And yes, we all want to hear this guy's explanation.
Both.
Okay. All right. Why?
Okay. Just reason why he's admitting true to one, he's admitting true to two.
Why
And
would
the
you
reason why,
walk off the job on the first day of the job?
from my interviewing with him, and my discussions with him, something tragic happened to him around the time he got on probation. And I'm gonna let him speak for himself.
Okay, let's hear it.
What happened was both of his brothers died. He had 2 close relatives die. And
Okay.
also.
That's natural life and death. Natural.
Right.
My father passed. Did I quit? Did I quit coming to work? No. Death is part of life.
Right.
It hasn't, and you just don't say somebody in my family dies. It's tragic. You mourn and you move on. Besides, let me ask you, these are brothers?
Yes, sir. Biological brothers.
Okay. Were they good people?
Yes, sir.
Well, what do you think as they're looking down upon you about your actions that they perish, and so you quite naturally go out and break the law and say it's because of them? No, that doesn't make any sense.
No,
You
it
go,
works.
you live your life in their memory the best you can, so that you honor their spirit. That's what family is all about. You lose them, but you go on and be the best you can be in their honor. You didn't.
Right. But it got worse, Judge. And
Okay,
Right.
what else?
And what happened when they add more misery to the torment that he was going through is not only did he lose both of his biological brothers, but also in my interactions and discussions with him at around this time, his home burned down and he lost. Didn't you tell me your home burned down? And that all of his belongings, everything went up in flames. And
Did you have insurance for that?
Yes, sir. Right. And what he's
Well, how did that all happen without insurance?
I guess he couldn't afford insurance. Could you?
No, I know. How did that happen?
Burnt down.
Well, how?
Set it fire. Somebody set it.
It was arson?
Yes, sir.
Who was that? It wasn't you.
Sir.
Well, I mean, who could it be? I mean, people don't generally burn people's homes down unless they have a grudge or something. You would probably know. Do you have a lot of enemies? Well, then it must narrow it down. Who do you suspect?
I suspect it was somebody from my deceased brother's daughter. Had a neighbor across the street.
And it got the wrong house?
She used to stay there.
Well,
So Judge,
still, you can't do much patching up your life's problems by going to prison for 2 years, which is what happens when you don't report. I mean, my goodness. And we don't, report, if you can't do anything else in probation, you report. You have to report or else you're not on probation. And you pay a handsome price. You pay a price with this court, because if I didn't, people would just say, I want the Steve Martin rule. Yeah, he didn't report for 2 years. I didn't report for 6 months. So truly, you can't punish me worse than you'd punish him. You can only do 1/4 in all fairness.
Yes, sir.
All right. It's what's fair is fair.
Yes, sir.
And the reasons you've given me are not, they're part of life. They're tragedies which you move through and deal with. And I can understand a week or 2 or 3 or 4, but taking care of things, but not 2 years. And then how were you arrested?
Pulled over a traffic stop.
You didn't give yourself up. Somebody had to stop you and catch you, right? And then there was a warrant for you.
Yes.
Where did all that happen?
Orange.
Okay.
Debbie,
there's
I
no
did warn
agreement
you.
on this?
Well, there was.
You just didn't hear me say it.
was 15 months, state jail, but, my client did not accept that. He was asking for it to continue him on the probation. I mean, he did lose his home, he did lose his brothers. He's accepting responsibility. He wants to talk. Let me say, let me not put the words in your mouth. Let me ask you some direct questions, all right? All right, when we met, you told me that, hey, when you got on this probation, you lost your siblings and your house burned down, right?
Right.
Okay. How did that affect you directly?
Emotionally, I was depressed over it. I didn't have no support system to help me. Then my house burned down. And I ended up being homeless.
Okay, and when you were homeless, where were you living? In Orange, were you in the streets outside or were you?
Not in the streets.
Okay, so you were homeless, living in the streets. Did you have any kind of transportation to get to the reporting place? And it's true, when this gentleman to my left said, hey, he went out to find you, well, there was no way to find you because you didn't have a house, right? All right, are you asking the judge today, please, judge, keep me on probation, and here's what I'm willing to do? Tell him in your own words.
If you reinstate my probation, I'll report and I'll pay all my fines.
I'm sorry, I'm not to interrupt you, but we're gonna dialogue here. You made that promise to me when I put you on probation and you swore to God you'd do it. What's different today? You swore to God, you made a sworn oath to me and you promised. And you breached that promise from the beginning. You breached it for 700 days. Every day you were violating. What's different now? We caught you. That's what's different. Like the little mouse who got caught in a trap with the cheese. Just let me out. I'll never eat cheese again. I promise. Sometimes it's the nature of someone.
Yes.
To not follow the rules, sir.
I'll pay the 15.
No, that's not what we're gonna do. I'm not accepting. When you abscond like this, I mean, you didn't even go far. You just were in town. You could have walked over to the probation office somewhere. That's what's just, but let's keep our eye on the ball. Your station for burglary of a building, you were burglarizing a place at night. Then that's where people steal. We all know about this place. This is a building that people go to steal copper and metals, and that's what you were doing. So remember, let's keep in mind, you're not here for an honest reason in the first place. I mean, somebody's efforts and property, you were trying to take.
And since the judge did bring up that he was on probation for burglaring the building, is there a good thing that you can tell a judge? A positive thing is that while you were homeless in the streets, did you pick up any offenses? Did you break into any other homes? And even though you didn't have a place to go, a place to lay your head, did you break in anybody's house?
So it only takes one crime. You got to be answerable to it, and you refused to be answerable. You avoided being answerable to it. And whether you're committing other crimes or got caught or not doing that, it's hard for me to believe you, really, because you made promises that you're not keeping. So anyway, we can do this all day. We're not going to. I mean, it's pretty clear. Y'all, I don't want you rushing into a decision. Okay, then I'll take the 15 months. I want you to reflect on this. How long have y'all talked about the deal?
I just talked to him just not about the offer was 15.
So what do you want to do?
I'll take the 15 months.
And the reason why he initially did not judge his phone, he was telling me is that
He has time to reflect and think about it. Nobody's rushing it. It's when the time is right. But
I disrespected the court, didn't do my probation, and it's all right. It's just, I might as well just do the 2 years state jail that, you know.
well, that's not what they're offering.
No.
They're offering you 15 months, not 24 months, which I think is very favorable under these circumstances.
I accept that, because you're right, I didn't, I disrespected the court, didn't do the process of probation.
I think.
I don't have any.
No, because we went unagreed to you.
Okay, well, I disagree with the unagreed plan, and if y'all want to sign up on that, the court will accept that and move on. If that's what he wants to do, but he has time to think about it.
You want to?
You tell me, if that's what you want to do, we can move on with our lives, if that's what he wants, but it's his choice.
Can we be serious? Can we think about it?
What do you want to do, sir?
Sir, I want to do whatever you think is right.
No,
If
you're
it's-
right.
if
No.
my probation's not gonna
What
be
I think is
reinstated,
right is a wish, like a Christmas wish. I wish you wouldn't have gotten in trouble. I just wish, man, that's what I would hope for. Now, it's your decision to make, not the court's. All we can do is give you options.
take 15 months.
Sign him up if that's what he insists on doing, and he's ready to do that.
I'm-
And you're given time for all time that you would have served. I don't know how much time that is.
Off that time.
Yes, sir.
I'll sign it.
All right.
Just have a seat.
Okay, Dennis, let's get this Tydrick Davis, get him back. Who's
All right.
on who represented Mr. Davis?
Yeah, okay.
That's me.
All right, yeah, that's what I thought. We fast forward a little bit. We'll see the end of it. And then after this, we head to, I believe, Judge Wagner.
Okay, who we have here?
This is Steve Martin again.
It was Stevie Ray, or Steve Ray Martin.
Thank you.
19-31467 is now called. Here, this is Mr. Lakewood. The state of Texas versus Steve Martin, who is present with his attorney, Mr. Adams, and the state's attorney. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of this motion to revoke probation filed on June 10th of 2022? Can we proceed at separate? And in summary, Mr. Martin, this motion alleges that on January 31st of 2022, you were sentenced to 2 years in the state jail. That was suspended. You were placed on regular probation for 5 years for burglary of a building. Is that true in this court? Number one, states you failed to report to the Orange County Probation Office from February 11th, 2022, and essentially you never reported. And we had placed you on probation 11 days before that, and you were an absconder, and that was you were AWOL from probation until you were arrested recently, correct? About what day were you arrested? It was last month, in November of this year, of 2023. All right, that's going on 2 years, but you had never reported, did you? Okay, that is what this alleges, that you failed to report on February 11th and March 25th and February 23rd, all of 2022, as directed by the court in violation of your probation order. Is that true and correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading true to this violation voluntarily
Yes,
and
sir.
because it is true?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand by a knowing and voluntary plea of a truth, that's to a violation of probation? That is enough to grant this motion to revoke probation by a preponderance of the evidence or greater. Your probation can be revoked now. You could be sentenced to no less than 180 days up to 2 years in a state jail. Knowing that, do you insist on pleading truth in both?
Yes, sir.
I find you are pleading truth voluntarily. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading truth. An agreement's been reached where your probation would be revoked. You would be sentenced to 15 months in the state jail, given credit for all time creditable in service that you actually accrued. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
If I follow this, you have no right of appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1. Did you sign that document, understand it, discuss it with your attorney? Are the contents true and correct?
Yes, sir.
State's Exhibit 1 tendered into evidence?
No objection.
Without objection admitted. Among other things, this states that this agreement, if I follow it, you understand that you are giving up all rights of appeal.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else to add? Pre-sentence report waived here?
Yeah, oh, yes, sir.
All right. If nothing further, I'm going to find that you have pleaded true to this motion to revoke probation voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently. That is to violation 1 of this motion to revoke probation. That is sufficient to support this motion to revoke probation. If granted by a preponderance of the evidence or greater, your probation is revoked. You were hereby sentenced to confinement in the state jail for 15 months. You will be given credit for all time accrued. And generally, failing to report to probation is not so serious, but in this unusual case, you never reported, and from the beginning, and you absconded and were gone for almost 2 years, and it's obvious that that's serious and that it has a price to pay, which is 15 months. Okay, good luck to you. Yes, sir. That is
Mr. Lewis wants to know.
Now we're heading over to Judge Wagner. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, this one's really interesting. I want to know what you guys think about this one. There's a lot of things going on that I don't know how they work. So let me know. Think. And if Judge Wagner might be a little bit more upset than he needs to be in this one. I don't know though.
Matthews. Unmute your microphone, turn your camera on, raise your right hand.
Your Honor, just for your edification, Michael Matthews is an incapacitated individual. The person on screen that you will see is his guardian, and he can give you his name as such.
All right. The screen says Michael Matthews. That is not your name, sir?
No, I'm Marlon Matthews, his guardian.
Okay. Mr. Matthews, do you have some paperwork to show that you're that's your father?
Yes, you looked it up. No, he's just, it's funny. He's a friend of mine. We have the same last name, but you looked it up last time. I gave you the case number the last time we spoke.
I can't look up that information. I didn't look it up. I don't have the ability to look up something from another court. That would have been through a probate court. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, sir. Would you like the case number?
No, I cannot look it up, sir. I don't have that ability to look into another court. That's what I'm saying. But okay. It looks like you sent something here. I'm looking at something now. Let me take a look at this paperwork. Okay. Somebody sent this to me. Mm-hmm. Authenticated certificate of life, birth certificate.
All right, well, he's looking up information. If you haven't liked the video already, please do so. It does help out the video. So this guy is... Did he say legal guardian of...
Are you an attorney, sir?
No, sir.
I see a lot of legal documents that have your name on it.
Yeah, we did. We had a little bit of help. We did some research ourselves in the law library.
Actually, all these documents are submitted and in the name of Michael Edwards Matthews.
Yes, that's my ward. I'm his guardian.
I know, but the signatures all say, they all say Michael Edward Matthews. It doesn't say anyone else about any guardian or anything of that nature.
Right.
I can't do anything with this, sir. This all has documents that you're asking and acting as an attorney. You're asking for documents, you're asking for stuff. You're not an attorney. You don't have, there's nothing here that says you have any legal authority to ask for anything. You're not, and this is, you look like you're acting as an attorney, sir. I don't even have anything here that says that he is not, I have nothing here that you can use, sir.
So I can get that to you. That's not a problem, Your Honor. I don't want to disrespect the court, please.
I'm just saying, sir. It's just motions to dismiss and things of that nature, but there's nothing here that tells me that he is not capable or competent or anything here. I don't see anything from the probate court that says he is not available to come to court or that he's not competent.
So the last time we spoke, Your Honor, you ordered discovery, which is one of the motions that we have filed. You ordered discovery to be produced by
Sir,
Sydney.
you're not a lawyer. You're not a lawyer. You can't ask for discovery. You're not a lawyer.
You ordered it for us last time, Your Honor.
Well, then I made a mistake. So, but
Okay,
if
so then
not here,
I'll get you. So can we move to adjourn or, get the trial date set or whatever? I'll get everything you need. I apologize. We must have had a miscommunication last time we spoke.
I can't do anything until an attorney comes in here and represents him, sir.
Well, we understand that. That's why you had city council here to step in and ask for a trial date for us, Your Honor. We're not trying
City council here, sir. I don't have, you brought city council in?
What's the guy that we talked to in the breakout room? What's his name?
He's an attorney, sir, but he's not, he's an attorney, sir. But there's nothing here that says he represents.
What do you want us to do, Your Honor? What do you want us to do? We don't.
Sir, what I want you to do is get an attorney.
We don't. But
if
we come back with if we come back with the letter of guardianship, Your Honor, which allows for me to stand in for my ward, I can get that letter for you. That is not a problem. But that is not what you discussed with us last time. You told us you would get a discovery according to the motion, Your Honor.
Sir, I thought you was an attorney. I thought you were an attorney when you were here.
I told you I was his guardian last time, Your Honor.
All right, that's all. Good. So let me do this, if I may. I apologize for interrupting.
Okay.
Your Honor, what would you like for me to have Mr. Matthews do?
I don't know what Mr. Michael E. Matthews, who is the defendant on this case. I need to have somebody who is representing him.
Okay.
Who has legal authority to represent him, who can make a determination as to what's going to go on here. I don't have anything in here that even says that he has been deemed not competent. I have nothing from a court or anything that says that this man, one, exists, two, is not competent to represent himself. Anything. I have nothing here.
Which that makes sense, Your Honor. So I think Mr. Matthews, not Michael, but Mr. Matthews, you'd have to present that information to the court. Request a court-appointed attorney, so that way he doesn't have to. You don't have to pay for an attorney, and also the court has the proper jurisdiction over Mr. Matthews. So if you could bring that documentation to the court, and then from there, as his ward, you can then in turn request an attorney.
Gotcha. That makes perfect sense to me, man. I just didn't understand what was going on here. We were ordered. I mean, last time the discovery was ordered, and we never.
Sir, we're not going to talk about what happened last time.
That's fine. I don't want to argue with you, Your Honor. I'll see you on the next time. We have a court date for the next time.
Hold on 1 second.
Wait. Have this process going so we don't have to keep going back and forth. Attorney Burton, if you could do me a favor.
Okay.
And take Mr. Matthews into the breakout room and get the necessary information. And I will have a court-appointed attorney appointed to the case And then that way they'll reach out to Mr. Matthews as well as Michael E. Matthews, and they can get all that stuff settled so that the next time we come to court, the court appointed attorney can be there already and they can have reviewed the documentation showing that he's the guardian, and we can have all that settled, so then we can move forward from there.
If in fact all those things are presented in a proper fashion, if Mr. Matthews is not competent, this very well may just be dismissed, so.
Okay, so we'll take care of that right away.
And if I may, Miss Bonnie, the pertinent information, because I haven't filled that out before, it's just name, address.
I need name, address, email address, and phone number.
Got it. Will do.
Thank
All
you
right,
so much.
Mr. Matthews, if you could just take a look, we're gonna send you into a breakout room. You and I will get that information.
And then Attorney Barton, if you want, you can just text me the information if you want, if you still have my number. And I can get it from there. If Mr. Matthews is free to go after you get that information.
All right, sounds good. Thank you very much, ma'am. Appreciate that. Sir, we're gonna go ahead into the room now.
Okay.
You'll see something shortly.
Okay. Got it. I think that was it. Just heard something beep. What was that?
That was for somebody else, Mr. Matthews. That had nothing to do with you.
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
All right, we got it. All right, have a good day, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
You as well, sir.
All right. That one was fun, right? We should try to do a throuple. Okay. All right, last clip. There's been a lot of anger, frustration. Got some defendants with attitude. We got a lot of things going on in this video. So, last clip is actually a lighter clip. It's a bit of a feel-good clip. Everyone's kind of laughing and having a good time. It's a feel-good clip. So that's how we're going to end the night on. If you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do so. If you haven't done your jump kicks, backflips yet, please do so. And if you would like to donate, I would very much appreciate it. These videos do take a long time to make. The videos don't really. Yeah, they do. Court watching takes a long time. All right. Let's get to the last one. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you what. Let's see. My internet's strong right now. Any last guesses for whose courtroom this is? Any final guesses? About halfway through this last clip, I'll say who it is.
Weeks. This is ticket number SP 1496491. Leave scene of accident, property damage. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Tana Jenkins on behalf of Maya Weeks. Ms. Weeks, your full name for the record, please.
Maya Nai Weeks. Did you hear it? Did you hear me?
I did hear it. Sorry, you ain't hear that person take a yawn. I'm sorry, it wasn't you. See, stuff I can't. Okay, let me get myself together. Somebody just took a huge yawn in the phone, like, and then you said your name. I'm so sorry. Ms. Weeks, you okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Counsel, how are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, we would like to avail ourselves of the plea offer. I believe it is amended downward to drag racing.
All right, ma'am. You want to take advantage of that offer?
Yes.
All right. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. You can put your hand down, ma'am. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a plea, to have a bench trial or a jury trial? You understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of on or about, this is September 17th of 2023. Did you own a Buick vehicle, ma'am?
Yes.
And was it in the area of Burden and Kingsville Avenue that there was some property damage done at the scene of an accident?
Yes.
All right, satisfied, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
All right, and the court is satisfied as well and will accept the plea to leave the amended charge of drag racing. Man, what happened? I got to know what happened.
No, so it was like maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm on my way home. I turned down the street. I'm looking at the radio, just doing something. I hit a parked car. So it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's dark, nobody outside. I live right down the street. So I just went home. I just pulled up in my driveway. I'm like, I'll just do it, make the police report and stuff in the morning. I never got into an accident before, so I'm like, I'll make the police report in the morning. Somebody saw it and called the police, and then they came to my house. And so, yeah, but they like, why you leave? Why you didn't call us? I'm like, well, I didn't think, was y'all going to come at 1, you know what I'm saying? So
I understand.
Trying to leave. But
I know, just remember that for next time, okay? Remember that you can't leave, okay? Like you gotta at least call, even if they don't come.
Because it was like 12:30. I'm like, I'm not going up to nobody's house. I'm not sitting out here by myself, So I should.
Yeah, and this, you can always let them know too. I did this. I'm at the location. I feel unsafe at that point in time. I'm going to this location. Please find me. I know hindsight is. That's why I asked what happened. I know I'm giving you all this stuff now, but just remember, just always call, because that's what happens. You think nobody saw it, and then they saw it, and they was all like, "Let me get her license plate number." At least you didn't. At least you didn't deny it. So let me ask you this: did you end up having to pay some insurance money and all of that?
Nobody. I don't even know whose car I hit. I know it was down the street. Nobody contacted me.
Okay. Don't do that. Okay, how about a $200 fine? Is that something you can afford, ma'am? Because we can't leave scenes like that. I know it was an accident and a mistake, but I can give you plenty of time to be able to pay that.
Okay.
Okay. How much time do you need? 60, 90, 120 days?
We do 90.
Okay. That brings us to March 11th. That seem okay?
That's cool, yeah.
Okay. March 11th, I'll have that $200 due. All right, don't leave scenes. I'm making $250. Okay, a little bit harder than I do on my little other cases I do. You can't leave the scene, okay? Okay. Look, I'm all like, hold on. I'm gonna get the final order. Okay, 200. I got my coattail pull. 200, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then you have that time. If you need additional time after that, let me know. I'm not trying to make it a hardship for you, okay? But
okay.
Okay. You hit the car. You admitted it though, so I'm like, oh, I can't just let you. How many points is drag racing though?
4.
4.
And leaving the scene is 6. I know, it hurts.
And I don't got no tickets. I don't have no record.
I don't even know if I should give her.
Hey, Judge, this is the city prosecutor. Pull her license, pull her record. Judge, can you pull her record?
I will. We're trying to help you out right now, Miss Weeks. Let's see.
You gave him 2 tickets.
Hold tight. Hold tight. You might have helped yourself out. Hold up.
Pressuring me to do something.
All right. While they're pausing to look up her driving record. Yeah, she did. She hit a car. It was 1 a.m. So she got charged with what? Leaving the scene of an accident with damage, something like that. Whatever their Michigan's, however they word it. But then they dropped it to drag racing because it was less points. She didn't actually drag race. They just dropped the charge to a drag racing charge because it's a 4-point charge instead of a 6. That was the plea deal she took. So that's what's going on. She wasn't actually drag racing. Also, the courthouse. It is the 27th District Court of Judge DeSanto. That's the answer. A lot of people, I think more people got it right than got it wrong. But this is the front of the courthouse. Generally, it says 27th District all over it, and I had to edit those out. So I think that's why it looks so plain, because I had to do a lot of editing to take off the marks. All right. Let's just go ahead and run this out. There's about 2 minutes left of this hearing. Then it's going to hit my outro. So I'm going to peace out. I'll still be in the chat, but I'm just going to let it run. Thank you, everybody, for coming to hang out. If you haven't liked the video already, please do so. And until next time, bye.
Aww. Because we understand. We like, we empathetic. But if I came out there and I saw McCall was here, I'd be having a whole fit. But I get it. So,
Yeah, I wasn't trying to like run. I was just,
Yeah, I get it. No, a woman in the community, I'm not unhearing of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you be like, oh, she got it right. You don't know, they may come out the house like, what you doing? All of a sudden you in the middle of the street. You like,
right in the middle of
it
the
was
night.
dark. I'm like, people come out mad about their car.
Hold up, she only got one single page. Let me see that. That was her whole.
I can't even tell you when the last time I got a ticket.
This is the only thing that's on her record. This is
what?
it.
This is it.
It says it calls it a crash. The tool is from this date, September 17th, 2023. It says none killed, no alcohol. It looks like
this is not retained. This is
and not being used in controlled substances. She had a passenger vehicle. I don't know what this was. She just has a regular license.
So it's your discretion, Judge. You want to knock it down to failure to use due care with the utility vehicle 2 points?
Can we?
Yeah, we can knock it down to the 2-pointer.
So I'm gonna knock it down
you.
to use due care. Thank you very much, Attorney Mason. Look, she almost in tears right now. Thank you so much. So,
thank you.
I don't want to talk anymore. You'd have ended up with a dismissal.
Okay. All right. No. Now she got to. Did you mess up the car real bad? What happened?
Nah, it was just a little dent.
I'm gonna leave it alone. We're gonna fail to use due care or caution, okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, they have more information too. All right. Care or caution.
Thank
Just make
you.
sure you pay that fine, okay? $200 by March 11, 2024. Thank you, Attorney Mason, for really. And that's it. She just had that one little thing on there, so she was being honest. That's it. So, all right.
Thank you.
It drops off in 2 years, Miss Weeks.
Yeah.
2 years, 2 points will drop off.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Have a good day.
Okay, bye.